Hello everybody, welcome to day number 3 of the PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling Round Robin Special Cup 2020. It's been about a week since we recorded the previous episode. As you can tell, things have changed here in my neighborhood. We've got a new setup, we've got a new web camera, we've got some art and some trinkets and some anime. We've got stuff displayed around us. That's the big change that's coming up. Nothing has changed with this tournament, though. More badass Fire Pro Wrestling World action on display here today. This is day 3 of the tournament. We're starting to see some people pull ahead. This is around the time when the tournament starts to get interesting as far as like who's winning, how far of a lead do they have, does anyone else have a shot, kind of stuff. Day 3 is usually when it starts to take off. We have some interesting matchups today, and once the game finishes loading here, I'll show you the rankings, where we're at here. All right. In A bracket, we have KENTA and Brian Cage tied at 10 points apiece for first place, and then almost everyone else has 5 points. Neville, Okada, Keith Lee, Edge, Tetsuya Naito, Toru, Yano. They all have 5 points, and then Ricochet and Velveteen Dream pulling up the rear with 0 points apiece. B bracket, Killian, Dain, Finn Balor, and Shinsuke Nakamura all tied at 10, with Shingo, Takagi, Drew Gulak, Taiji, Ishimori, and Brock Lesnar 5 points behind them, and then Ishii, Cruz, and Alexander have 0 points. If you've not watched one of these before, any of my Fire Pro streams, the difficulty is set to the difficulty is set to 10, so that way the AI really goes at it, and the speed is set between 125 and 150 depending on my mood. For this tournament, I believe it's 150. Let's go ahead and get into it though. Let's not waste any time. Let's get to the action. Let me pull up the bracket here, or the day's planned matches. We have some real bangers lined up today, as they say. This is an A bracket first day, so we're going to begin with Velveteen Dream versus Tetsuya Naito. Believe it or not, folks, this game was my most played game in 2019. If by played you mean, it was running. I've cut back this year. I've limited myself to one show a month typically. Less tournaments, less screwing around with it. There's just so many good games out right now that it's easy to put this one aside. Not that this one isn't a phenomenal game in its own right. Step up our production of the tournament here, though, because we're 9 days into August, and we still have 6 more days of this tournament. Give up. We have shifted our plans a little bit. The August pay-per-view, available free on PolyNerdic.com later in the month, will have the finals of this tournament. We're not going to do the finals as part of the last day of action. We're going to do the finals as part of that show. It'll be the semi-main event, actually. Right. The penultimate match, if you will. Because the main event of the August show will be Seth Rollins versus Tommaso Ciampa. I briefly forgot that Ciampa won a #1 contenders match against Randy Orton at Red, White, and Bruised. But when I was reviewing that show, I was like, oh, I forgot I did that. So I'm an excellent booker. Completely forget the things I set up. That'd be perfect for late stage WCW. Dream with the elbow drop. We are recording this early on Sunday morning. I got up before 7 a.m. and wanted to kill some time before Animal Crossing and Coffee, my Saturday and Sunday morning show. Oh, Destino! Destino on Dreamo. Too close to the rope, Naito. Dream with the elbow drop again. Oh, Dream hit the Dreamo. Destremo? I don't know what you want to call that when he hits the Destino. Naito with a roll up. Almost steals it. Naito is a crafty dude. Oh man, Dragon Suplex. Enziguri. Standing switch, back elbow. Brainbuster. Drop kick. Downward spirals from both men. Another downward spiral, but Naito gets out of it. Gets back to his feet before Dream. What's Dream going for? Top rope suplex. Avalanche suplex. Flapjack. Naito's back up though. Downward spiral again. Complete shot, if you will. Got an armbar and Dream tapped. Oh, Naito submits Dream. Naito submits Dream. Sorry, hit him with the Stranglehold Alpha, not an armbar. Up next is Lesnar versus Apollo Crews. Lesnar defeated... Well, he got defeated by Finn Balor on day one, and then on day two, he defeated Ishii. And that was a hell of a match on day two. They were outside the ring. There was German suplexes, F5s. It was crazy. F5 right away. But it cruises up. It's not enough to put him away in less than a minute. Lesnar opened the match with his finisher. Crews got Lesnar up. Slammed him down. Apollo Crews, of course, is having the one of the better 2020s in wrestling. He's the United States champion. He's got that ugly new belt. And yes, it's an ugly new belt. Lesnar just jacking him in the jaw. Crews just lifting Lesnar up again and again. Got red suplex. But Lesnar's back up. German, and he's knocked out. Holy shit. Holy shit. Lesnar with the win in 3 minutes. Wow. Lesnar just joined the top dogs of the bracket. He has 10 points now. This match has all the potential of the world. I think we've seen this match every round robin special. Because these two guys just keep earning their way in. Now Ricochet at this point is working his way out of the tournament. Because generally speaking, the people that are in the bottom tiers of the previous year don't come back when we do the next one. Oh, right into the brutalizer. I feel bad for Apollo Crews getting knocked out in 3 minutes. I was literally just talking about how good a year he's having. And then Brock Lesnar drops him on his head. Here's a thought. Anyone else not missing Brock Lesnar right now? In real life? I'm perfectly content with him being gone. I feel bad for Drew McIntyre, though. Drew McIntyre's, like, you know, finally at the top of the mountain and then comes during COVID.
Give up.
Rana there. I do miss Neville on AEW. Travel restrictions are a bitch. Of course, it would have been nice if the United States got their shit together and we had defeated COVID the way the rest of the world seems to have. Kick to the face. Pulling for Ricochet here. Ricochet needs to win. Him and his tag team partner Cedric Alexander are not performing well. Boom. 6:30 senton. Doesn't put him away with it though. German suplex into the brutalizer. 6:30. A couple years ago, Ricochet knocked out John Moxley with that move. And he puts away Neville. Congratulations, Ricochet. Getting some points on the board. It's more than a cannonball senton. Cannonball senton would not have the flip involved. Speaking of a tag team partner. Went too far down, I guess. No, not him. Him. There we go. Taiji Ishimori versus Cedric Alexander. Taiji Ishimori is one of my favorites in all of New Japan. He's currently feuding with Hiromu Takahashi for the junior heavyweight belt. I'd like to see him have a nice run with the never open weight belt. But that belt's currently held by one of my other favorites, Shingo Takagi. I do love me some Japanese wrestling. Jumping enziguri, kick to the head. Elbow strikes, standing switch, sleeper hold, into a PK. Standing kick to the face. Drop kick to the back of the head. He's just going after Taiji's head, man. Taiji with the running clothesline. Rake of the eyes. Running clothesline again. Stomped on the face. They're just going after each other's heads, man. Enziguri. They both missed a strike there. Spanish fly. Oh, into the yes lock.
Give up. Give up.
Or as Kevin Kelly calls it, the high lock. Standing brainbuster. Enziguri, man, he's just going after Taiji's head. Backslide. Don't see many matches won with the backslide anymore. Jawbreaker. Jumping knee strike, I think. I looked away to check out what Kenta's doing over here on my TV screen. Oh, bloody cross. No, it wasn't the bloody cross. That was something else. I don't know what he calls that one. Downward spiral. Death Valley driver. PK of his own. Into the head. I mean, it's not an impressive visual, but like a knee to the face would put you down. Oh, under just a straight up crossface. Hold. Enziguri again. He's just going after that man's head. I don't know what Cedric calls that, but that's cool to me. It's like a go to sleep into a kick to the face is what they need. If I'm not mistaken, I think Dakota Kai has been using a similar finisher. Regular old crossface again. And they run into each other. That happens at least once a broadcast. You get a point in a match where the two wrestlers slam into each other and knock each other down. I think it's cool that New Japan's doing a New Japan Cup in the USA as well. A separate, smaller tournament. Especially since there's a number of wrestlers that are contracted by New Japan that are stuck here in America right now. Into the S-lock again. Puts him away. Taiji Ishimori with the victory. The way he was working the face, I'm not exactly shocked that that's what happened. This next match could be interesting. It's Keith Lee versus the Master Thief, Toru Yano. Yano almost took it to Okada in the last round. There's a couple times there during that match with Yano and Okada where I thought Yano was gonna walk away with it after he bonked Okada in the dick repeatedly. So Keith Lee, protected jump. Yano likes to go for the nuts. It's like a squirrel. Yano's tights are so freaking colorful. The current NXT champion in the real world, in real wrestling. suplex Keith. Almost put him away. Put him away for real, not knocking him out like Brock Lesnar. I keep thinking about that moment in the Royal Rumble where Keith Lee and Brock Lesnar squared up. That was a moment, man. Keith's a big old boy. He's just a big dude. I apologize. I know that could have inadvertently been considered offensive. I wasn't. I'm just saying Keith's a big dude. Two big old hosses. Brock Lesnar and Keith Lee. Freaking love Keith Lee, man. He's a big old dork. And his finisher's called a Spirit Bomb. It's like a giant weeb. Little weeb that can tear your head off. Told you, Keith. Protect the jump. Keith Lee, of course, from Wichita Falls, Texas. At least that's where I've heard him build from. I don't know if that's where he's actually from. I, of course, lived in Wichita Falls for a couple years. Did not meet Mr. Keith Lee while I lived there. Oh, powerbomb by Yano. Yano pinned Keith Lee? Holy crap. Wow. I'm shocked. Whoa, I did not see that coming. Alright, we got Ishii versus Takagi, two of my favorites. Seriously, folks, if you've not seen Kenny Omega versus Ishii from a couple years ago, look it up. That match is brutal. It is intense. Omega had to have his lip reconstructed after it. It's a hell of a match. Those two put it on, man. Ishii's looking to redeem himself after losing to Brock. Him and Brock tore it down, though. Like I said, they were outside the ring, German suplexing, throwing each other around. And I think, in fact, if they hadn't gone outside and Ishii hadn't eaten like 3 or 4 German suplexes on the outside, he might have won that match. But it was those Germans on the outside, followed by an F5 in the ring that put him away.
Give up.
Of course, once this round robin's over, I'm contemplating 2 more round robin tournaments for the summer / fall. One for tag teams and one for women. Yeah. I'm gonna do the second iteration of the Chellraiser Invitational, and I need to see if I can find an updated Liv Morgan. An updated Liv Morgan that I can use. Yeah. Because one of the problems with this game is that people apply DLC that you don't have to a character, you can't use them. But yeah, we need to do a Global Tag Cup 2020 and a Chellraiser Invitational 2020 still too. I wish it would let me do more than one league at a time. That's what they call the round robin leagues. Ishii almost puts him away with the brainbuster. Twisting neck breaker. Standing switch, German suplex. Ishii picked up something from his battle with Brock. Headbutt. Clothesline. Another headbutt. Side suplex, I think that's what it's called. Oh, third headbutt. He should just use his head. Switching neck breaker again. Now that I think about it, we might do the Hellraiser Invitational and the Global Tag Cup as single elimination tournaments this year. Just because they move a little faster. Oh, made in Japan. Not enough. Not enough for one. German suplex. You know, I love a good German suplex, but they also scare the shit out of me. In real life, because the way you land on the German suplex is so well. Brainbuster. Put him away. Ishii puts away Shingo. We're in the second half of today's action, folks. We only have 4 more matches. Ishii gets his win back. Regains some momentum after falling to Brock Lesnar. Up next is Edge versus Brian Cage. Brian Cage, of course, one of the 2 men sitting on top of the bracket. If Edge beats him, Edge will join him.
Fight!
Powerbomb into the corner. A move that is now illegal in the WWE. Edge, of course, made his triumphant return to wrestling this year, and then promptly chose wrestling. Unfortunate. Spike Rana, standing moonsault. Cage is a beast, man. He's a big old boy, too.
Give up.
He's able to move like crazy. Keith Lee's trending downwards, though, because I'm pretty sure Keith Lee lost to Brian Cage on day 2. And then I went and watched a match between Keith Lee and Brian Cage from some indie promotion, and it was a hell of a fight. And Brian Cage is over in AEW.
Give up.
Interesting finisher, or submission hold there, Edge.
Give up. Give up. Give up. Give up.
sorry, I got distracted by this commercial that the New Japan's running. So they have a bunch of the LA Dojo young lions pitching some Magic Eraser type product. It's cool. I don't even hear the audio. I just watching it is funny. Shoulder thrust to the gut. Clothesline. Butterfly suplex. There's the fly. Suplexing on the outside. You know those suplexes on the outside, man, they're deadly. They can put you away. Cage versus the clothesline. Hits the running elbow drop. There goes the power slam. Turned him inside out with the running forearm. Series of power bombs. Stretch muffler. We just seen Big E win with that last week on SmackDown. With the splash. Not enough. Not enough. Real claw. Not enough. With the powerbomb. Cage handles with 3 of his own. Sidewalk slam. Drill claw. That would be enough to put him away. Cage moves on. Puts himself on the top of the mountain until KENTA gets a chance to face Okada later tonight. Or today. Depends on what time you're watching this, I guess. Dain versus Gulak is next. And then we move on to our main events for each bracket. elbow to the breadbasket. Gulak going for the weird roll-up pin. Way too early, though. Not done any damage to Dain, really. This has been all Dain for the first 5 minutes.
5 minutes now.
Trying to out-wrestle him. I think Dain outpowered him. Gulak doesn't even get a 1 count on that sneaky roll-up. Dain, of course, also a big hoss, big boy. Someone I've just never really figured out. Should have been NXT champion by now.
6, 7,
Dain versus Lee. That's got some potential. Hit him with the divide. Almost put him away. This has been all Dain. Gulak's just been getting wrecked. He hasn't done enough damage after 8 minutes to even get a 1 count. Gulak, of course, hit him with the divide again. That's how it's enough. Gulak, of course, is here because Daniel Bryan couldn't be. Because in this universe, Daniel Bryan got knocked out in a #1 contender battle royale. I'm making the man sit aside because of his concussion issues, giving old Gulak a chance to shine. He's not necessarily succeeding, but he's in the tournament. All right, here's our A bracket main event: KENTA versus Okada. 2 of my favorites. I have a lot of favorites. I enjoy the work of a lot of wrestlers.
Fight!
Okada thought about flying. I just seen KENTA earlier tonight on a recording Friday night, and he's let his hair go, man. He looks terrible. Like, it's no longer silver. The silver is washed out, so now it's blonde. And blonde and black. And it's got a mop on his head. He's not nearly as cool looking as he used to look. I like this version of KENTA. Happy to see today. I haven't watched it yet because the main event is, I think, going on right now. The main event of Summer Struggle over in New Japan. They got new, never openweight 6-man belt tag champs now. I've been following along. One of the members of the former championship team, Evil, changed factions, and that basically meant, well, not only did he change factions, but he also is a double champion now in New Japan. And as a result of that, he relinquished the belt. And they had to do a little tournament to crown new champions, which is funny enough, is exactly what we did here in PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling, because Evil was also one of our trios champions when that defection happened. And so I had to do the same. Funny enough, he was set to be in this tournament, and then I decided I didn't want him in the bracket with Tetsuya Naito, so I replaced him. And then, not long after that replacement happened, they did the big switch, and I was like, I've already saved the tournament. So, what can you do? Big old kick to the face. Back-to-back double drop kicks to the face. Okada, of course, is our Intercontinental Champion. Anybody who pins him in this tournament will get a shot at him. Same with Brock Lesnar, the TV Champion. I do not put the World Champ into this tournament because the winner gets to face him. And unlike New Japan, I just don't like the idea of the champion being in the tournament. Go to sleep on Okada. Almost enough. Kenta almost earned himself an Intercontinental title shot. As it stands right now, it's only Brian Cage. I got the title shot. Brian Cage did pin Okada. And that's a key element of running knee strike to the face. Shining Wizard out of the corner. The key element of this tournament is anyone who pins a champion gets a title shot. Okada with the money clip, as he calls it. Jumping, turning tombstone. Is he going to go for the Rainmaker? Nope, Death Valley Driver. Slash suplex. I don't know if it's a DVD or a suplex. I don't really know what to call that move out of Okada. Nice discus clothesline. Power slam. Can't just turning it up. Got the knee strikes. Fisherman Buster. Regular tombstone. Okada's getting the crowd pumped. Getting the drop kick. Okada's got a beautiful drop kick in real life. Take a seat. Running knee strike. Fisherman Buster. Okada's getting beat up here. Running PK. Another one. 2 in a row. Did that just make Okada angry? Might have. Did he get an avalanche suplex? Yep. Do a pin. Wow, he didn't even hit him with a Rainmaker. He finished him with an avalanche suplex. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. Second rope brainbuster. So I think Okada might have just moved up with Brian Cage. We'll have to look at the final, the what you call it, the standings in just a moment. But now our main event: Finn Balor versus Shinsuke Nakamura. 2 of New Japan's best turned to NXT's best, turned rather unsuccessful on Raw and SmackDown.
Fight!
With the submission. Balor had such promise on Raw when he first came on board. Like, you remember his first night on Raw, he pinned Roman Reigns, and then he was the first Universal Champion, but he also dislocated his shoulder because of that stupid buckle bomb he took from Rollins into the barricade and popped his shoulder out. So he was the Universal Champion for all of one day. I'd love to see the timeline where that injury didn't happen. And he got to have an actual reign. More with the takedown, but Balor reverses it. Spine buster.
5 minutes left.
2.
Sneaky roll up with Shinsuke. Bunch of knee strikes to the face. Shinsuke's a tough guy. Shinsuke taking it to Balor. Diving elbow to the kidneys. Balor with the roll up. Balor with the diamond dust. Into a crossroads. Balor with the victory. Balor wins our main event of day 3. Now let's look at the standings here. Let's look at these standings. We gotta see where we are moving into day 4. So, A bracket, Brian Cage is now on top by himself. We have a 4-way tie for second place with KENTA, Okada, Naito, and Yano. New Japan coming in strong there on the A bracket. Neville, Ricochet, Lee, and Edge all at 5. Velveteen Dream just being outclassed, it looks like. B bracket, Dain and Balor on top. Ishimori, Lesnar, and Shinsuke tied for second. Ishii, Takagi, and Gulak in third. Cruz and Alexander bringing up the back. That's a shame, too. Like, New Japan's killing it here. NXT's killing it here. A hell of a thing we got going on here in the land of PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling. Thank you for joining me for day 3. This has obviously been pre-recorded. We pre-record these particular things. We do the live cards once a month, but anything that's not on that is a pre-recorded thing. You can find this and so much more on PolyNerdic.com, PolyNerdic on YouTube, where the pre-recorded stuff goes and the archived live streams go. Twitch.tv/PolyNerdic, where I do live streaming. In 15 minutes from the time I'm recording this, I will be live with Animal Crossing and Coffee, my weekend tradition. I start every Saturday and Sunday with some Animal Crossing and Coffee. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on Reddit. We have a subreddit. I'm also a user on Reddit, so you can find user/PolyNerdic is me. r/PolyNerdic is the subreddit. Please follow both. We have a Discord. You can find the Discord link on PolyNerdic.com. We just trying to grow the community. I love professional wrestling, so that's why I do this. I do this for myself more than anything, because this is my favorite thing to stream. It's fun to just sit here and practice being a color commentator / play-by-play man. Not that I want to be a shoutcaster, but it is a fun thing to do. It is fun to put these fantasy matches together and see how they play out. Because, you know, the whole time I'm not playing. I'm just watching along with y'all. I love my PolyNerdic Pro Wrestling stuff. I love my Animal Crossing streams. I love my Fall Guys streams. I love streaming. Streaming is my preferred way to play video games. Like, I really... Like, I love video games. The video games are a big part of who I am. But I absolutely love streaming them more than just playing them. I love talking into this microphone, having a conversation with whoever might be watching live, and sharing games with the world. That's what this is. That's what this channel is. That's what this community is. We're going to redo the intro to PolyNerdic video soon, since I have this new setup. But thank you for joining me for day 3 of the PNR2 SC 2020. This has been intense. We have so many more days of action to go before this tournament's over. And I hope to see you for more right here on PolyNerdic.com. Thank you for watching. I got to get ready to stream some Animal Crossing and coffee.